Hi, I'm Simon and welcome back to the SureView Lab. Today we have a special edition of the lab as I'm joined by my colleague Austin Griffith, a senior sales engineer who's going to walk us through a major new feature we just released called SureView Status. This new feature is available to all SureView Response customers and provides a single view of the status and general health of all your connected systems and devices. Thanks for joining us, Austin. Can you walk us through a quick overview of the new interface?
Yeah, sure. Let's start with how you access status. There are actually two ways to get there. The first is right at the top of the alarm queue in the middle of the screen. You can also find status in the main menu in the upper right. The page is divided into two sections, with the left side showing all of your devices and the right side showing more information on anything you select. And this page shows it all too, from access control systems and video management systems down to an individual camera or alarm.
Let's take a common example, say a camera connection failure, and see how we can use status to troubleshoot the problem. Austin, can you show us how status can help us identify the problem?
Absolutely. Let's start on the alarm queue. So right after logging in, I noticed the red badge at the top of the page indicating that something in the system has been flagged as unhealthy. Let's click the badge to find out more. I can immediately see that my side entrance camera as well as two of my Castle sync systems are unhealthy. Now, selecting the camera shows all the basic information, like where it's plotted and associated alarm points, but if we click the health history, we can see the full connection history for this particular device. In this case, I can see that someone modified the connection details, but it looks like they made a typo. Notice how when we fix the typo, on the next connection to the camera, it flips back to being healthy.
Okay, cool. I know there are a bunch of other features we could go over, but is there anything specifically you think that's worth highlighting?
No, absolutely. Let's go back to those sync systems we just saw. Now, in contrast to an individual camera, an unhealthy sync system means that SureView tried to add a device from a subsystem, but that something went wrong in the process. For example, with this Castle system, we can easily see that 3 cameras didn't get added, and in the health history, we can see exactly the reason why. In this case, these 3 devices didn't have a title set. Status becomes the go-to screen for diagnosing technical issues in your command center, both for problems inside and outside of SureView.
One last thing, can you speak to the permissions that you need with status?
Yeah, of course. So by default, this feature is only available for system administrators due to the sensitive information that it contains. However, you can give access to any other authorized user by enabling the View Status page permission on their user role on the User Permissions page.
Thanks, mate, for joining us and giving us an overview of status. We'll be adding even more capabilities to status in the coming months. Check out the other videos in this series and subscribe below to stay up to date with the latest from SureView.